Brazil are standing on the edge of a true high-voltage showdown before the World Cup, a match that could quietly define how ready this team really is for football's biggest stage. Because the upcoming clash against France is not just another international fixture. It is an acid test, a brutal reality check that will expose Brazil's strengths, weaknesses, balance, and mentality. Long before the World Cup kicks off, this match will answer one burning question every Brazilian fan is asking. How prepared is this team when faced with Europe's most dangerous giants? And at the center of this discussion stands Carlo Ancelotti, a coach who has already overseen 8 matches with Brazil, experiencing wins, defeats, and draws, experimenting with systems, rotating players, and testing ideas. But now, the time for experiments may be over. Against France, Ancelotti will not be looking to try something new. He will be looking to compete, to survive, and to win. The challenge is enormous, because France are loaded with explosive weapons: Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, Bradley Barcola, players who can change a match in a single moment. So the biggest tactical question becomes unavoidable. What formation gives Brazil the best chance to control the chaos? Traditionally, Brazil and France mirror each other in structure. Both sides are most comfortable in a 4-2-3-1 formation, relying on dangerous wide players, fast transitions, and attacking creativity from advanced midfielders. On paper, both teams look similar: strong wings, quality defenders, technical midfielders. But the difference lies in details. France have something Brazil currently lack: a truly lethal finisher in Mbappe, a forward who doesn't need multiple chances and who thrives in high-pressure moments. France's midfield is another area of concern for Brazil. The French midfielders operate with relentless work rate, physical dominance, and tactical discipline. Against top opponents like Argentina, Spain, Germany, and Portugal, Didier Deschamps has consistently trusted a 3-man midfield to dominate central areas, suffocate space, and protect the back line. Brazil, on the other hand, have too often lost control in midfield battles, especially against physically strong and tactically organized teams. This is where Ancelotti's real challenge begins. If Brazil allow France to dictate the tempo in midfield, the game could slip away quickly. That's why one possible approach is for Ancelotti to start with the familiar 4-2-3-1, but with a more defensive interpretation. Instead of a purely creative attacking midfielder, he could deploy a more aggressive, ball-winning option, someone like Lucas Paqueta or a defensively responsible midfielder from Santos, whose main job would be to disrupt France's rhythm, recover possession, and reduce the number of transitions France can create. This setup would allow Brazil to remain compact, protect the defense, and maintain balance in the early stages of the match. The goal would not be to dominate immediately, but to survive, frustrate, and slowly grow into the game. Then, as the match opens up in the second half, Brazil could increase intensity. Fresh attackers like Rafinha or other pacey forwards could be introduced to press France higher up the pitch, forcing mistakes from even their experienced defenders. High pressing in the right moments could create valuable chances, because no defense, no matter how strong, is immune to pressure. When Vinicius Junior and Rafinha apply sustained pressure, France's backline could be forced into errors, opening the door for Brazil to strike. There is, however, another option on the table, one that might better reflect the reality of facing France's midfield power. Ancelotti could choose to start with 3 midfielders from the beginning, switching to a 4-3-3 formation. This would allow Brazil to match France numerically in midfield, reduce the physical disadvantage, and close spaces more effectively. In this scenario, Brazil might not dominate possession or look as expressive as fans are used to, but they would remain competitive, organized, and emotionally stable throughout the match. Against a team like France, that stability is priceless. To handle Mbappe, Ancelotti may also sacrifice attacking freedom on the left side, deploying a more defensive fullback whose primary responsibility is containment rather than overlapping runs. Brazil could then focus on quick counterattacks, using Vinicius' pace and directness to exploit space when France push forward. This approach may not produce constant attacking waves, but ensures Brazil stay in the game, avoid being overrun, and strike when opportunities appear. On the opposite bench stands Didier Deschamps, one of the most successful international coaches of the modern era. He has guided France to 2 consecutive World Cup finals, winning the trophy once and narrowly missing it the second time. Deschamps is pragmatic, adaptable, and ruthless in big games. His squad is overflowing with performers, stars, and depth, leaving him with multiple solutions for every tactical problem. That is why Ancelotti's preparation must be precise and calculated. There is no room for hesitation or improvisation against a team of this caliber. This match will reveal whether Brazil's rebuild is on the right track, whether Ancelotti's ideas can withstand elite opposition, and whether this squad has developed the mental toughness required for World Cup success. One way or another, this clash against France will send a powerful message to the football world. Now, all eyes turn to the Italian mastermind. What plan will he unveil? What formation will he trust? And most importantly, will Brazil rise to the challenge or be exposed before the world's biggest tournament even begins?